Hi everybody, Chloe here from celebrateanddecorate.com. We had some little technical issues. I hope we got it all straightened out. My modem in this room had gotten unplugged. So I think we're hooked up to the right modem now and we should be clear. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas mantelpiece. Okay, so I'm going to be doing mine in a coastal style, but I want you to know you can do this in any colors, but it's all going to be Christmas oriented, okay? I start with this board, okay, and my board is 21 inches by 6 inches, and it's like looks like it's a 3/4 inch board. And then to keep this secure on your mantle, you don't want it to flip off your mantle. That's going to be on the bottom. I've used these command strips, and these are the kind that have the Velcro. Okay, you can use these to put pictures on your walls if you're not familiar with these. All right. So what I did is I stuck 1 or 2 on my board, and I have 2 on my mantle. So what I'm going to do is when I go in the other room, I am going to stick this down to my mantle, and those will hold it as this gets heavy because I don't want it to fall off the front, okay? Next part is I have a block of styrofoam and a piece of chicken wire. I'm just gonna wrap this chicken wire right around the front of this, right here, and then I'm going to take some 4-inch common nails, okay? And you're gonna have to hang in there with me for a second while I hammer. This is really important because you cannot put the command strips on this styrofoam, and you need something with a little bit of weight to hold your mantelpiece on. So I'm gonna tuck this right in here through the chicken wire.
Hi Annie, thanks for coming back.
Hi
Hopefully
everybody.
Are glitch-free. Yes, everybody's coming back.
Oh, fantastic. Welcome everyone. Okay, hang in there. Oh, didn't get that. Okay, now if this were to fall forward, it won't rip through the styrofoam, okay? So I know that measurements are going to be really important here, okay? You need to measure how long. I know we had somebody say they have a really long mantle, and so do I. I'm going to be putting something on the ends of mine, but I know I can go like 50 inches for mine. But you also need to make sure how far over this can fall. You don't want something that's going to catch fire with your firebox. I don't know how thick your mantle is. So you're going to get those measurements. And then one really easy, excuse me, I dropped these, easy way, oh, I had one right here, to make sure you stay within your measurements is to use a pipe cleaner that is a contrasting color so you'll be able to see it. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. The important measurement for me is the height, because I have doors that open right above my mantle with my television in it. And I know I can only go 8 inches up or those doors are going to hit it. And I don't think my husband would like if I told him, I'm sorry, while it's decorated for Christmas, you can't watch TV. So I can only go 8 inches up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this red pipe cleaner in here, and then I'm going to take my wire cutters and cut right there. So I know I cannot make this, it's like a template for you, okay? So I know I can't make that any taller than that. Alrighty, I've picked up a big selection of greens. Most of them are from, these are artificial Christmas greens, and most of mine are from Michael's. But I do have some probably from Joann's or Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to start building out my shape, okay? And I'm just going to push these right in. If you guys have questions as we go along, please just...
Annie says her husband would say, no way, it's football season.
I know, that's what I'm saying. There is no way that I cannot cover that up, or that I can cover that up. Okay, I'm going to use some eucalyptus in this also, which is not a traditional wintergreen because I'm going coastal and I want a little of that gray green in here, okay?
Yvette wants to know if you sell the greens on Amazon. Go.
I don't sell them. You can buy Christmas greens on Amazon, but I think you'll find limited variety and the price is probably higher. If you want to buy online, you probably want to go to Craft Direct. Believe it's craftdirect.com. Okay? So I'm just going to start building up my arrangement, and so that I'm not here all day, I've already picked almost all of these greens.
Martha wants to know, could you use fresh ones from the garden?
You can use fresh ones. Obviously, you can't start it right now like I am. You would want to use a container that's going to hold water and use the Oasis, the floral foam. And depending upon the humidity and stuff in your house, you can probably get them to go 3 to 4 weeks. If you don't touch it, usually Christmas greens are okay. If you touch them, they're apt to start shedding a little.
And Dana wants to know, is that floral foam or styrofoam?
This is styrofoam because you could use floral foam. Well, I'll test that when I get it in the other room. That top berry might have to come off. You can use floral foam. I just find that these pieces that come over like this are more likely to fall out, okay? So that's why I'm using styrofoam.
Welcome to Michelle. It's the first time she's watched Chloe.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome. We're so glad to have you here. Okay, and if you have any questions about this afterwards, all the step-by-step instructions are right there on Hometalk, okay? So, if you see on Hometalk, I've already made this, and then I took it apart. This one's going to look a little different because I went a little small. But I've used a steel pick machine. If you've got questions, let Lynn know, and I will answer those. So when I pulled it apart, I just pulled everything out with the steel picks. But you also can use these wood wired sticks like this. I'm going to put one down there, Lynn, that you can show them. So you do not have to invest in one of these expensive pick machines, all right?
And hi, Lynn. Yes, it is this Lynn behind the camera. Thanks
Yes,
for saying hi.
That is my sister, Lynn, behind the camera. She's my camera person. So I'm just going to build this up, and like I said, if you need a template to see where it's going to go, just use some pipe cleaners, and then you can pull them out afterwards, okay? So I'm just going to keep building this up, and like I said, I had already had these all picked, but a lot of those you saw, I just stuck the end. See, this doesn't have any pick on it. If they've got a real stiff stem, you can just poke it right down in your foam. And yet, sometimes you are going to run into other stems or you're going to run into those nails, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm adding some of this gray-green. These are not really lamb's ears, although I do have some lamb's ears here.
Do you make it the full length of the mantle, Stormy asked?
I am not making this the full length of the mantle. You can, almost like a garland. Because I am going to show you next week, next Friday, I'm going to have do some topiaries on the end. When I tell you I have a big mantle, I have a really, it like dominates the room, okay? And when we moved in this house, it was dark, like dark cherry. So it really dominated, but it's now white. But yes, I would not make it whole length of my mantle, but you certainly could, okay? And obviously your price is all going to depend upon your size and the time that it takes you to make it. Same thing.
You have lots of friends from Canada, New Zealand, Mexico.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Ireland.
I'm so glad to have you here. And if you have a specific question that we don't ask, because those comments come in so fast, Lynn can't read them all, you can always send me a direct message right over on my Facebook page, okay?
Yvette says they don't have the sticks where she lives. Can you order those
wood wired
online?
sticks, you sure can. And if you send me a direct message on Facebook, or I'll try and go back in the comments later and let you know, I can show you. I did a post over on my blog. Maybe I ought to share that on Hometalk. I'll have to talk to Hometalk about that. that was all craft basics, okay? And for me, craft basics would be the pick machine, the chicken wire, the styrofoam, the floral foam, those green wood picks. So yeah, I'd be happy to share a link. You can get those right on Amazon. In fact, I need to order some of the taller ones. They come in 2 or 3 lengths. And I'll be showing you with the ribbon how you might want to use longer ones or shorter ones, okay? So you're just going to build this up like this, okay?
Melissa's a first-time watcher from Newfoundland.
Hi, welcome. I'll bet it's getting cold up there.
Teresa wants to know if your house is an old house.
No, my house is about 10 years old. I live in, what do they call this? A new urban community. It is designed a little bit after Charleston and Savannah with lots of little squares. This is built on a former Disney property, and all of the houses are very traditional. Mine is a coastal, but there's craftsmen and Victorians. There are some Mediterraneans, but not like most Florida. Okay, before I get this too much fuller, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and I do want to fill in a little bit in the back.
While
here.
you're filling in, I'm going to just show Heather the name on the pick machine because she was asking.
Oh, it's the brand that I got is Steel Picks, and I bought it on from Hobby Lobby, and Hobby Lobby does honor the their 40% off coupon. If you don't know about that, you need to get their app on your phone because they offer 40% off both online and in store every week on one full price item. So, okay, so we have a general shape there. Okay.
Oh, Joy wants to know how you put the other picks on without the machine. Do you
I
want
just push them right in.
No, the wood wired stick.
Oh, the wood wired stick. Yes. Oh, I'm going to show you that. Let me grab a piece that doesn't have...
Crystal, this is all artificial, but you certainly could do it with fresh greens if you have access to them.
Yes, just don't want to do it in November, early November. Okay. I'm going to put it down against my apron so you can see.
Oh,
you're going to...
There we go.
Okay, you're going to take your wood wired stick and you're going to put your greenery right against it, and then you're going to just pull this little copper wire, I don't know if it's copper colored, around there and then down onto the stick. Okay? So there you go. And that's not going to come out. And then I would just put the stick right down in. And if you need them a little taller, you could use the taller wood wired sticks. Okay, the next thing I am going to add is some ribbon. And I'm going to show you this. Same thing. Okay, you're going to take this, and I'm going to bunch it all up. Get one of my sticks. And so I'm going to bunch this up just like that. And I'm going to wrap this around that ribbon. So you do not need to know how to tie a bow for this. Just going to...
Sheila wants to know if you keep a lot of the things you make.
I keep a lot of the things, and then I... rework them. So I don't use, you'll see I don't use a lot of hot glue. And then I'm just going to stick that wood stick right in there. So I'm just doing loops and tails in this. And see, it's going to look like there's a bow buried in there, isn't it? And then some of these, same thing, I put on the wood wired sticks. So I like to reuse the items. I often take them apart. I try and do a little something different on my mantle every year. If you want to look back on the blog, you can see the year that I did all magnolias. And I used an oar. I sell a few things locally, but it's very expensive to ship these kind of things. So I don't generally like to, I don't like have an Etsy shop and sell them that way, okay?
Carol wants to know if there's a site where you can view more of your crafts.
Yes, celebrateanddecorate.com. We'll ask Hometalk to share that link there for us. So
And Annie wants to know how much did the pick machine cost?
it was less than $200, more than $100. I'm sorry, I am terrible with numbers. I do not remember. Okay, I'm just gonna push this in. This one was on a wood wired stick too. So you're just gonna add these in. See how pretty this is gonna look?
Sandra, these are artificial greens, but if you're going to do something closer to Christmas, you certainly could use real live greens.
You're just going to have to alter. I'll be doing some things with fresh greens as it gets a little closer to Christmas. You're just going to have to alter the way that you're going to do it, okay?
Sorry, I got from Wales and Ireland. I think the entire United Kingdom has joined us today.
Wow! Well, welcome everybody. I'm so glad to have you here.
What is the foliage that's the blue-green, like the lamb's
I use lamb's ears, and this one, I don't know what it is. But this one is lamb's ears, and then I also used some eucalyptus, okay, for the gray-green look.
Again, they're all artificial.
Yes, and most of it is from Michael's. Okay, this is going to come undone, so I'm going to rewire this one.
Hello from Denmark.
Hello from Denmark.
And Judy, again, the website is celebrateanddecorate.com.
All right.
Hello to Kim from Trinidad.
I'll share the link afterwards if Hometalk hasn't shared that on there, okay? And you can also go over to my Facebook page, okay? And that's just Celebrate and Decorate. Okay, so.
A couple friends from Hawaii joining us
also. Well, hello. It's early out there, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. Let me see where I might want to add a couple more. I had all of this stuff in here, so it's interesting to see when you go to redo something how it looks different the next time you do it.
For those of you who may have joined us late and were wondering about the base with the styrofoam and the wood, after the video's over, you can certainly go back to the beginning and watch, and it'll show you right at the beginning. Hi, Willow. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes, hi, Willow. Willow's one of our regulars. Okay.
Marcy, first-time watcher.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Do you have an idea on the cost of this?
Oh, my goodness. You know, the one that I made and shared over there on Hometalk, I think I said it was like $50, but this is probably, and that's not if you were buying it, you know, that somebody else did it. I'm thinking this would like if you were looking for this in a store, $85 to $100 maybe. I don't think that I used, I probably am using maybe $50 worth of product, okay? But you gotta remember, I really like to use those coupons, okay? So, all right, evidently I put all of these on. I wanna show you what I did though, and I have this explained right on a Hometalk. I stuck a wire through my ornaments, and then I wrapped it with floral tape. And so then I have something to poke right down in here, and I'm just gonna add some ornaments, and these are the same ornaments I'm gonna be putting on my tree.
Kathy says now all she needs is a fireplace, but you could do this on a bookshelf.
Oh, on a sideboard, yeah, anything. Okay, you do not have to have a fireplace to have this. I think this would be beautiful even like over your kitchen cupboards. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't this be pretty? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to reach in front of you guys here.
Melissa says hit Michael's after Christmas and buy all your greens for next year.
Oh,
that's true.
I do, except I have to tell you, this cedar that I've been using, I bought all that I have been able to find at any of the Michaels. Okay, I knew I had floral tape. So, I just need to retape this one.
Joanne from Maryland, first time watcher also.
Hi, Joanne. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. Okay, I find by putting the floral tape on the wire instead of just sticking the wire in, it grabs a hold of the styrofoam and sticks a little better, okay? So I wanted to tell you why I was doing that.
Got our couple ladies from Trinidad catching up with each other here.
How fun is that?
She said she thinks this would be $100 to $150.
Okay,
in a store.
In a store.
Yeah.
You know, I don't shop for these things because I make them myself, so you would know. I mean, maybe more. I did a piece this summer, or back in August. I did a piece that was a knockoff of a catalog piece, and in the catalog it was $245, and it cost me, I think that's what it was. I told you I'm not good with numbers. It cost me $85 to make it, but I was trying to replicate it exactly like the one that I saw in the catalog. So yeah, you can find, you can find things much more expensive and much more reasonable. Okay,
So now says thanks. She's not wondering how to update her mantle this year.
Okay. Yeah, I'm updating my mantle with this year. So I have this, and I told you I'm going coastal. So I bought these, kind of looks like coral, kind of a cross between coral and a sea fan. It's made up. I bought these at my at-home store. That used to be Garden Ridge, and I put steel picks on some of them. I think I'm going to have to repick some of this. And I'm going to be using these on my tree and on a garland at the top of my fireplace. Okay? And you'll be able, I'll be showing my whole fireplace as I get it done. Next Friday at 1 o'clock right here on Hometalk. That didn't want to stick. I want to make sure it's going to stay. I will be showing topiaries. And the topiaries are what I am going to be using at the ends of my fireplace. So if you're looking for a Christmas tree topiary, artificial, tune in next Friday. Oh, my pick came off. Okay, I'm going to have to shorten this. One of the things I say about crafting, if you don't like how something looks or it doesn't go together, take it out and start over. And you can see, we're live. That did not work. My hook came off in my styrofoam.
Welcome to Kathy. She's a first-time watcher, also from South Bend. She said it certainly won't be the last time.
Oh,
and
fantastic!
Catherine from UK, also a first-time watcher.
So yeah, I'm just trying to get these.
For everybody just joining us about how the base was made, you can go back and watch the video at the beginning. You'll see exactly how it was made. And yes, Sandra, this is artificial greens.
And you can also, if you're, you're watching a video, so maybe you do like, oh, you know what, that's going to be way too tall for the TV. If you want just step-by-step instructions, they're right on Hometalk, okay? So you can go and see this project right on Hometalk. So I'm going to finish adding these, and then I'm going to add a couple more coastal accents to this. And yeah, on a Hometalk, there's a picture of this on my mantle, although you will see it looks a little different because, like I said, every time you make something, it's going to look a little bit, you can't take it apart and have it be exactly the same each time.
Casey, thanks for joining us for the first time.
Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I have my head stuck in a box over here.
Oh, Diane wants to know if you could do a tree topper soon.
You know what? I can. I don't have one scheduled for here on Hometalk, but I will look into that. The dates are filling, the projects are filling up for Hometalk between now and Christmas. I'll be doing plenty of lives over on my own Facebook page. In fact, if you're interested, stay tuned or hop over to Celebrate and Decorate's Facebook page when you're done, and I'll be live over there at 2 o'clock, so you can get a little break.
Okay. It's going to be making a run to Hobby Lobby.
All right, you can walk past me there if you want Lynn to show them how this is looking. And same thing, I have these white, they look like they're wooden that were painted white, but they're actually glass, these seahorse ornaments. And somebody's asked me where I got them, and you know what? I don't even remember. I've had them for 2 or 3 years now. But I'm going to add these, and I think that wire is too long. I did the same thing. I just fed a heavy-duty wire through the top, and then I wrapped it with some floral tape. And I'm just going to add a couple of seahorse to this. My styrofoam's getting kind of full here, so it's getting kind of hard to get something in there. Okay, and I'll have to, there we go. So I'm going to add a couple of these seahorses, and then I will show you what I'm going to add to finish this off.
Crystal says, how would you store this for the next year?
I'd wrap it. I like to use, if you are saving something, I like dry cleaner bags, the really lightweight plastic, although this could handle a garbage bag, and it's going to have to go up on a shelf somewhere, okay? I don't think it would hold up hanging it somewhere.
Teresa wants to know if you're going to be showing the decorating of your tree.
I will be showing that. Okay, I have some real starfish, and I'm not even going to attach these in. I'm just going to nestle them down in there, finish off. And I will take these off when I move this in so they don't fall off when I move this into my family room where it's going to go. And then I will put them back on. And I'm missing a shell. Oh, there it is. I'm looking for more of these. Now you can drill holes in these shells and use a wire to attach them, but I find that they're going to look just fine, just like that.
Darlene wants to know if you can show how you put the bulbs on the wire. Can you grab
Yes,
a couple?
I'm going to grab a couple of ornaments here and show you that. Okay. All right.
Dana, I think she said it's about $50 worth of materials.
I made this one a little bigger. It could, you know, and I didn't add in the cost of the shells or the starfish. Those are things I had. But I really don't think that I used much more than that.
So, Princess, yep, Chloe will be live at 2 p.m. at Celebrate and Decorate's Facebook page. It will not be tree toppers today, but those will be coming soon. Make sure you follow so you know when those are coming.
Here we go. I have these two ornaments. And then, isn't that funny? They came out of the same package and they look totally different. This is a pretty heavy duty weight, like 21 weight wire, floral wire, and this one's wrapped in paper. I prefer those for this. And then I'm going to take floral tape and I'm going to wrap it around. And this part is not real pretty the way I do this, but I don't want them to wobble too much. See, I'm just going to wrap this around. And that's going to secure them. And then I'm just going to take my so see, they're still flopping.
Mona says she's going to do one with red berries and birds and silver ribbon. That would be
beautiful. That's what I'm telling you. This is not something that has to be done like this. This just happens to be how I'm decorating this year. Now, my outdoor decorations, I'm doing all in red and green, very traditional. So I'll be doing a wreath or a swag for my front door and garland around my door. I was going to say, I forgot to tell you the one really important tip that I do is I take these and I put a little bead of hot glue to keep that from happening. But there you go. That's how you can add these to wreaths. You can add them to swags, or you can add them to centerpieces. And this is a great way to add a little color to even your fresh Christmas centerpieces. So,
Jordan, where did you get want to know where you got the little coral-like pieces?
I bought those at Home. That's a store that used to be called Garden Ridge. Okay, so that's where I got mine. I think Michael's has some similar things, okay, some coastal accents. So there you go, a big mantelpiece ready for Christmas. If you missed the beginning, we'll tell you all how to do the base so that this will not topple over on you, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a happy weekend. I will be over on my page live at 2 o'clock. I'd love to have you join me for a couple of Christmas projects. And I'll see you next Friday right here at 1 o'clock.
Lori's Celebrate and Decorate Facebook page. Thank you.